welcome back to my channel. I know this is the first time that you see my face. I'm really happy to start the new year with new contents about new things. Not just bullet journal, but don't worry, bullet journal will come back, of course. But unfortunately, in the last month, I could not upload any video because of personal issues, but I'm fine, I'm back. And I would like to start my new channel, so put in brackets new channel, with a book. I would like to tell you a story about the last book that I read. I think it's a nice book. It's not for everyone, I know. It's not for people that are not into thrillers or books like that. Sometimes it's a little bit heavy as a book because it's a little bit psychological as well. There are not a lot of introspective in this book, but there are some points where the story is in the mind, in the brain of the killer. So put in brackets, we will discover everything later on. So the book that I would like to talk about is Tokyo Soup. I think Tokyo Soup is the Italian version because I read this book in Italian. Probably the title in English in the miso soup, but it's the same story, and the author is Ryu Murakami, so it's a Japanese writer. Actually, this is probably the first or the second book that I'm reading from a Japanese writer. This writer used to write short stories. It's not really long, it's 140 pages, so it's something really quick. It's going in a couple of days if you have something else to do. I found this book really well wrote, and I enjoyed it. The type of writing that Ryu has is not really difficult, it's really easy to understand. There is a flow in the writing, and reading these books, it's really easy. So it's like someone is telling you a story. So the story is, we are not talking about a kind of idea of Japan that we have, so the Japan of Tokyo where everything is kawaii, everything is nice, and sakura flowers, this kind of Japan. But this is a different type of Japan. We are talking about the night Japan, where there are clubs, discos, pubs, and everything like that. Of course, this is a different type of clubs. So put in brackets clubs, so we're talking about something a little bit more adult. I don't want to say the word because I don't want that YouTube is banning my video because of that word. So it's a little bit more adult. So this guy, that is the main person of the book, his job is bring people from America or so from abroad into this different type of Japan that we know. So he's like a guide in the clubs of night Japan. So put in brackets. So this is a normal guy. He's 20 years old and he's doing this job to survive and bring money at home. So, but one day he meet another guy coming from America. This is what he said. He's coming from America and his name is Frank. But he is a little bit strange. He's not as old American guests or visitors. It's another type of guy. Is a little bit creepy, and the type of environment is kind of complicated around him. And in the flow of the history, we can see that the main person in the book, that the name is in Japanese, but I will try. They call him Kenji. I think it's Kenji, the name. the correct one. So this guy, he's bringing in the night of Tokyo, and it's a little bit tough guy, so he was feeling that this visitor is a different one, that he is not totally honest with him, we can say honest. And of course there is something that is not really matching with what he's saying and what he's doing. And later on in the history we discover that Frank is not a normal person. So actually he needs to kill someone to feel the breath of life, to feel that he is doing something for the world, is cleaning the world, we can say that. At the beginning we have our Kenji that is a little bit confused. Of course he saw something that is terrifying him, and is not ready for talk with someone else about it, talk about what he saw in that pub. I don't want to give too many spoilers because this is a really good book. So if you like thrillers or these kind of stories, of course I don't want to destroy everything, because I really like that you read these books and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this book and what you think about this writer as well. And let me know if you read all the books about this guy and if you like it, all the titles. And of course so carry on with the story. Of course Kenji at the beginning is not really okay with himself, but because they have a kind of strange relationships like a friendship, but it's not, it's kind of because he's terrified by himself, so he answers from something that is really difficult to follow, to carry on in the life, something that is really complicated. So he has a kind of a trauma inside of himself, and probably he is really scared about the consequences of talking with the police, of course, because his job is not like a postman, but it's something a little bit not really following the law. He's not paying any tax about that, and of course it's not a regular job. So this guy, that the name is Frank, the American guy, he is asking to going clubbing, in pubs, drink something, but the behavior, it's really strange, as we said before. And he has a kind of interesting psychology around this person. There are a lot of traumas, human, childhood traumas, and this kind of things that can change your behavior when you're older or adult anyway. And of course we can say that Frank does not have a normal behavior in the difficulty of life, and in what because he's putting himself as God that can decide who can live and who can survive, deciding who is rubbish and who is not rubbish. So put in bracket the word rubbish, because he is saying that the people that is not creating anything to the world, like homeless or these people, so drug addicting, these people that is a little bit borderline, they call them trash because they are not making anything for the progression or for the world anyway. And we can see that Frank has a kind of addiction in taking life from someone else, and he's saying that he's one of these people that is not normal in the society, is not a kind of normal human being anyway, because he knows that take life from someone else is not a correct thing, but he needs to take the life from someone else. The book is closing around a really internal feelings that Kenji has. It's an internal, it's taking the come back to normal life. So if we can say he's coming back to normal life, he's looking at his girlfriend. He saw that Frank was not okay. So anyway, if they are friends, put in bracket the word friends, is not normal what he's doing, is not correct that he is deciding who has to live and who has to die. And of course we can see that the book is closing about in this topic. We need to accept everyone, even if they are different from us and they are doing something different from us, and we are not no one to decide who has to live and who has to die. Of course, it's not that easy to it's not really easy to understand at the beginning, but at the beginning of the book, of course, and but Kenji is growing with this issue, with this person that is falling in his life, literally falling. But the book, in my personal opinion, the book is really easy to read. I found it really interesting, but when Kenji was suffering or was feeling bad or in this kind of difficult situation, because the story is circulating, it's all about one specific moment in the book. So it's a specific moment in the book that make explode everything. So what Kenji was thinking before about Frank was like opening the window, literally, when that thing happened in the book, that is one murder, he understood who Frank is and what he did and his mentality and everything like that. But anyway, I really would like to tell you that this book is not a light read. I found when Kenji is sad or traumatized or has this kind of mental breakdown, I was feeling a mental breakdown with him. So I found the writing of Ryu Murakami really into the story, really passionate, even if it's not a normal writing for a Japanese writer. And I really appreciated that a writer give another view of what Japan can be and the issues that Japan society has as well. So I found it really well written, and I enjoyed it. It's a complicated word for this kind of book, but I really would like to thank you for watching this video, and let me know if you're gonna read this book, if you're interested, and if you already read it. And as I said, leave a comment down below, and see you in the next video. Bye!